Okay, here's a bit more information on those containers or scripts or something that were removed. Um, Let me show you what I've got here and see if maybe some of this makes sense to you. Alright, so let's go into the game and let's take a look at settlements. Okay, so if I look at actual settlements, I've got quite a few settlements here. Okay, so each one of these settlements, um, I've either used raise my settlement to scrap a lot of the loose items, and I've used the transfer settlement nuke option. Now, the only one that I think I used the nuke option on is Hangman's Alley, because it didn't remove some of the things that I wanted to remove. So there's a lot of settlements here that I've raised. So there'd be a lot of containers that are local in those settlements, which have got which would have either gotten put in the workbench or scrapped. Okay, so that being said, if I go back and take a look at the references to what was scrapped, you're going to see that there's only 3 references. Okay, so if you take a look, you'll see that there is an 811, there's a 93, and there's an OE. So there's an 811, F93, and a 90E, and these are repeated throughout each particular um, log window or segment. Yeah, like however you want to look at it, like a window into the papyrus log. Okay, so given that, if you take a look at the next one, you'll see that it's 93, 11, and OE. Okay, so now if this is something that Raise My Settlement or even Transfer Settlements nuked, if Transfer Settlement nuked it, and these are the references that are missing, it would be missing from Hangman's Alley. Also, I went over here to Xedit because I'm trying to kind of learn how to do this. And replacing fields and records is not a problem, but knowing what they do is. I looked up containers, and I actually had patched 4 containers to change their name, which I think it's a Russian name, to back to an English name. So I'm assuming full name is not a reference, is not a key to another data record, but basically just a text-based name for the object or item. So that's what I wanted to pass by you and get some of your feedback on it. Like I say, it's only these 3 objects, so no matter which one I check, I'm pretty sure it's always going to be the OE, the 93, and the 11. So it can't be any container, because it was any container that was scrapped. We'd have a lot more of these references in here, and you can actually see it's 93 OE. It's the same thing that repeats. So the only way I could possibly test this would be to actually nuke a settlement that I just acquired, and then see if more of these references come up. So that would, if that's the case, that might explain why Raise My Settlement didn't actually get rid of everything, where Nuke did. But if I remember correctly, in Raise My Settlement in Hangman's Alley, it basically left behind a building. It didn't. I had to actually nuke it to get rid of the building. I think it was the one on the bottom, at the very bottom. Not the one. Not the one that I think the boss and the boss chest is in. Um, this may even be a boss chest. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, I wanted to pipe that past you and kind of get your feedback on it and see what you think.